Oscar De La Hoya. Now, he had been kind of shit-talking MMA, and kind of mocking the whole Conor fight. Then all of a sudden, he wants to step up and fight Conor. Now he's saying he's been talking to Liddell about creating Golden Boy MMA. What do you think about all this?
Hey, listen. it is funny, but yeah, I get it. Listen, everybody sees what's going on. Everybody wants a piece, and I hope that's the case. What I do hope in this whole thing, I hope that he is partnering up with Chuck Liddell, and they're going to be partners, other than having Chuck Liddell come in and fight.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because if it's that he's partnering up with Chuck Liddell, and they're going to get into the MMA business, nothing would make me happier. That's awesome. I'd love to hear that that's true for Chuck. If he plans on kicking off his MMA program with Chuck fighting, that will not be good. That would really bum me out. Chuck Liddell's almost 50 years old. That guy doesn't need to be fighting.
That was Dana White speaking to Jim Norton, Sirius XM, and they were speaking on Chuck Liddell and Oscar De La Hoya's possibly new partnership. They trying to start Golden Boy MMA. And apparently Oscar De La Hoya wanted to fight Conor McGregor. Now, at first I laughed at the statement. Why? Oscar is well into his 50s, along with Chuck Liddell. I don't think neither of them are going to fight, except if they get a TRT exemption. That's one thing nobody is considering. If one of these legends of each martial art got a TRT exemption, and they were allowed to use TRT and a couple of other PEDs like estrogen blockers, something, right? And they were able to fight, would you watch? I would, personally speaking. Because, yeah, you can't beat Father Time, but TRT is a very strong argument for prolonging time. We all saw what Vitor Belfort did in the UFC back with his we also his TRT performances. They were amazing. He was throwing wheel kicks. Vitor isn't known for throwing kicks, so maybe Chuck will also get on TRT if he is the one that's going to compete in these fights promoted by Golden Boy MMA. Now, I don't think this is going to happen. I think that Golden Boy MMA is going to do something crazy to the UFC. Like, they might sign Daniel Cormier as some sort of executive there, and then sign John Jones as their first athlete. Something like that. That could happen. Never say never. People said that about the Conor and Floyd fight. Dana White made it happen. So, I agree with Dana, man. I don't want to see Chuck fight. Even with a TRT exemption, man. I think Chuck has been through too many wars. But if we saw Oscar De La Hoya fight Conor McGregor maybe with a TRT exemption, all he'll have to do is learn how to grapple. In the next year or two, boom, another $1 billion fight under Conor McGregor's belt. That's a hell of a win, man. That's a hell of a win. But let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.